Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Juliana and today I'm taking one of the videos that I have by far been requested to do the most. And that is what I eat in a day. I'm not quite sure why everyone is so interested in what I eat in a day, but that being said, it's one of the easier things to share with you because obviously I'm eating all day long. So I'm gonna show you what I have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the snacks in between, drinks, I don't know, everything I eat or put into my body for the day, I'm going to show you. I feel like I should start off by saying that I eat a very normal diet. I'm not vegan or vegetarian. The only thing is I do avoid dairy a little bit. I don't know, maybe I'll have some crackers and cheese later and really disprove this, but I do attempt to avoid dairy because my body doesn't tolerate it super well. The other thing is I'm on like a slight bulk right now. I'm really at the start, so I haven't really gone into overloading my calories that much, but I am eating a little bit above where I usually would eat. I don't track my calories on a regular basis, only every once in a while to make sure I'm hitting milestones. Maybe I'll track it today so I can tell you how much I eat in a day, but when I do that, I'll tell you what my goal is, so I'm honestly not that sure right now, but I know I have it in the MyFitnessPal app. Anyway guys, I'm hungry, so without further ado, let's get right into the video. Let's see what I'm having for breakfast. Let's get a look at the setup. Here I have my bacon crisping up. In here I have my boiling eggs. Over here I have some tomato chopped up and some avocado lightly seasoned with onion salt. And then in the toaster I've got my everything bagel. Alrighty, this is my complete meal. I've got bacon, there's some more hiding under there, trust me, lots of bacon. This is an everything bagel with avocado, onion salt, and tomato. Two boiled, basically soft eggs with sriracha, tea, and I like to get an early start on my water, so that is a first liter of water for the day. I'm not sure quite how many calories it's going to be. I will put it on the screen somewhere probably right after this. If I had to estimate, probably somewhere between 500 and 600. But yeah, I like to get a good big start today because I don't like having a lot of huge meals. I like to have like a bunch of little small things. So this is one of my first things. Alrighty guys, it's lunchtime. Before that, I wanted to talk a little bit about meal prepping because that is how I'm doing it right now, at least as far as lunches go. So if you watched my day in the life, you know that basically I spend all day Monday and Wednesday doing schoolwork. Now that being said, if I take a break to make breakfast and lunch, I will do anything I can to delay getting back to work. It's kind of like once things get rolling, if I take breaks, I'm less likely to be as efficient once the break's over. So that being said, I meal prep my lunches for the whole week in advance, and that is how I kind of stick to my schedule because I can just run to the fridge, grab my lunch, and get right back to work. And I kind of try while I'm eating just to watch a lecture rather than be doing homework of some kind. But I mean, it doesn't take me forever to eat, so it's not like it's a big deal. Now, meal prepping is interesting in itself because sometimes it can get really boring eating the same food every day. So when I do meal prep, I try to pick something that I can kind of change day to day. So for example, for this week, I made a chickpea and black bean rice combo, which by itself tastes totally fine. But I like to zhuzh it up depending on the day, adding salsa, adding avocado, adding chipotle mayo to it. I can kind of add whatever I want to change up the flavor so it's kind of like I'm eating a different meal every day. So today I think I'm gonna add avocado and salsa to it. I add a lot of salsa to this dish, I'm gonna admit it. It's kind of more of a conduit for salsa than a conduit for chickpeas and beans, but it's a really healthy meal. This is kind of an adaptation of a recipe I saw on Whitney Simmons' channel. I'm gonna link it down below, but I want you guys to know that it's not really the same thing. First of all, I use rice instead of quinoa. I hate quinoa. And then I kind of just add in all the spices I want rather than following the exact recipe. I mean, I use chili powder and chili flakes, paprika, cumin, a little bit of turmeric, I think, onion salt, garlic powder, garlic, onion. I use a lot of stuff in it, so definitely just play with it to the flavors you want. I can say it doesn't really look the most appealing unless you're someone who really likes rice and beans, but I do really like rice and beans, so it definitely works for me. But I just wanted to put this little bit about meal prepping because I think that meal prepping is really important. First of all, if you have goals of eating a lot of food, of keeping up your calories, but also if you want to stay focused during the week when you've got a lot of stuff to get done. So I'm gonna head over, grab my lunch, I'll show you what it looks like, and I'm gonna get right back to work. So I'm hardly gonna pretend this is the prettiest thing I've ever made, but I'm just gonna show you the layering here. So I've got a big layer of rice. This layer is kind of like tomato, onion, and then beans. On top I've got a layer of salsa, then avocado, and then this sriracha mayo today. So it's a lot of really good flavors and a lot of health in one bowl. I feel like right now I'm on this mini break might also be an appropriate time to talk about calorie counting and counting your macros. Now listen, what I'm about to say does not apply to anyone who's recovering from an eating disorder. I want to put that out there ahead of time. I've never suffered from an eating disorder. I hope I never do. And this is not going to apply to you. If you are working through your own things at your own pace, that's amazing. Keep going with that and stick to that. That being said, if you don't have any issues with restriction, I think that counting calories and counting macros, at least at some point in your life, is really, really important. The first thing I tell all my friends when they say, I want to start working out, I want to get bigger, I want to grow my glutes, I want to put on muscle, is how much food are you eating? Are you sure you're having enough calories in a day to even create muscle? And honestly, they're always like, oh, I eat lots of food. I'm like, okay, well, count your calories. Tell me if you hit 2,000. Tell me if you hit 2,500. And then come back and we'll talk about whether you're actually eating enough food. Because most people aren't. So it's really important, at least every once in a while, to start counting to make sure you're eating enough food in the day, because it's way more dangerous, in my opinion, to not eat enough food than to eat too much food. And on the other side of that, there is some importance to hitting your macros in the day. You do need enough carbs, you do need enough fat, you do need enough protein. So if you're someone who's eating like a pure carb diet or a pure protein diet, you do need to switch things up and you do need to spread that out. So I think there is some benefit for most people to trying out something like MyFitnessPal, at least for a week, just to see if you're hitting all those marks. But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna eat lunch, I'm gonna get back to work. See you next meal. Probably be a snack next time. Alrighty, it is time for some more food. So far I've had breakfast, I've had lunch, and I just had like a long Zoom. The whole time I was hungry and I wished I could go and make some food, but I couldn't, so it's time to eat. I was thinking of having a small snack, but I'm trying to think ahead, and I know I'm going to be going to the gym in like an hour and a half. So I think I'd rather have a protein smoothie right now and then have something smaller when I get home from the gym, and then obviously dinner later on. So I am gonna go to the kitchen and make a protein smoothie. I'll show you guys what I put in. Just so you know, you can use any protein you want. I do have to use a whey isolate because I am dairy intolerant, but just know that you can use really anything. Alright, smoothie is made. I'm gonna put the ingredients down below, and I'm also sure you saw them in the video, but also I featured this smoothie over on my TikTok at JULESSMURPH. Probably like a subtly different recipe, because I'm gonna say that no two smoothies I make are exactly the same, but you guys can definitely check that out as well. Alright, I gotta get back to work and I'm headed to the gym, and I'll see you at my next snack. I lied. I haven't gone to the gym yet. I'm still super hungry even after the smoothie, so I decided I'm gonna have crackers and cheese. I know I literally look like a child when I cut up my cheese like this, like you would get it in daycare, but this is just the best way to have it. So I'm gonna have this, and then I'm gonna head to the gym. Alrighty guys, I just got home from the gym, and my family has actually given me the perfect opportunity to show you guys what the 80-20 rule means, and that's something I really do try to follow. I thought I was gonna come home, I thought we were gonna have dinner made. My mom usually makes something simple, you know, chicken and veggies, different pastas, different like sausage pastas and stuff. She makes a lot of good food, but tonight she's really busy, so we got pizza and garlic fingers. And usually I'd kind of be like, ugh, I've been eating healthy all day, should I really bother to have pizza? That's gonna throw things off. But no, I don't want to think that way, because first of all, I'm gonna bulk. I can literally eat whatever I want while I'm bulking. If you want a clean bulk, you do have to kind of restrict how much unnecessary fat you're putting in your body, but that's kind of irrelevant for right now. But I don't like to restrict myself. So if I see pizza and I want pizza, I'm gonna have pizza. And I don't have to have a whole pizza. I have a couple pieces of pizza and I am completely fine. So I just wanted to mention to you guys, 80-20 rule, the idea of eating healthy 80% of the time, treating yourself 20% of the time. It's a really good strategy if you don't want to be too restrictive. So anyway, I'm gonna enjoy this pizza. I honestly don't know if I'm gonna have a snack tonight. I don't eat that much after dinner because I find that when you eat after dinner, it tends to be the treaty type things, chips and ice cream, stuff like that. And if you wanna avoid those things, it's easiest to just say like dinner is your last meal of the day and then move on. But if I do have anything tonight, I will let you guys know. Otherwise, stay tuned for the outro. Hey guys, it's the next day. I'm actually meal prepping for this week right now because like I kind of switch over what I make on Tuesdays. So I'm meal prepping for this week right now, making the same thing. That's why I'm videoing it for you guys so you can see exactly how I make that delicious rice bowl I made. But I just want to say this is the end of the video. That's all I ate in the day. I'm gonna put some totals here of how many calories I had. I have a feeling I probably underate. If I ate close to my macros and calories, it was honestly probably because I had that pizza, but it's all good. Sometimes I just don't make it to those marks, and the goal is that every single day I do hit them, but if I don't get mad at myself. So anyway, you guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. It's something I kind of want to do on an ongoing basis because as much as I do eat similar meals, I don't think there's ever any two identical days, probably ever. So anyway, you guys, this is the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, comment down below other videos you like. I've got so much content coming out these days. I have a video planned for every single Tuesday and every single Friday at 3 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, so be sure to tune in at those times or whenever you have a chance. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you guys soon.